The future is now here with the introduction of AI employees, and in this video, you're going to learn everything you need to know on how you can start using AI employees for yourself, side hustle, or business, or even how to create AI employees for other businesses which you could turn into your own little AI marketing agency. AI is so much more than just ChatGPT and prompts. It can literally auto-respond to customers, help with reviews, create media of all different types of ranges, create websites in just a second, and so much more. It can even create workflows and automations on a dynamic basis. And if I'm already talking a little bit too much nerd, that's okay. We're going to break this course down step by step, perfect for the beginner. My name's Adrian Brambilla. I'm an internet serial entrepreneur, and I've been creating content since 2010. I've built and sold businesses. I've made millions and millions of dollars online, and now I cannot wait to teach you about my most excited new venture, which is teaching people how to create AI employees. In the very first section of this class is a link for you to sign up for a 30-day trial where you can experiment with all the different types of AI employees and capabilities. This is the one software you need in order to do all this amazing AI employee work. And with 30 days and on the 29th day before the 30-day trial ends, you're more than welcome to cancel if this is not something you want to pursue or try. Now that you set up your account, it's time to work on our very first AI employee feature. We are going to set up the voice AI. So you're going to navigate to the bottom left-hand corner here. You'll click on settings once you're in a sub-account here. And I'm in the sub-account for my book company. You'll navigate here to voice AI agents. And so in this voice AI agent, we're going to create our own little AI receptionist. And then at the end, we're even going to test it for you guys here live. So it's so remarkable. And AI is now so good where I have people that are calling it and they don't even know that it's an AI. That's how good we can make this thing. So we're going to click on create agent. We're going to name this I'm just going to name this Start Thinking Rich. You can have different voices. That's up to your preference. They have even different accents. I kind of like the UK language.
Just trust yourself, then you will know how to live.
So there's a little example of there. So here, this is like the prompt of essentially what we want the AI agent to welcome customers when you call. So this is where, you want to apply this specific to the business that you are helping or your business. So if you're a dentist's office, you would put in the dentist's office name or anything that you'd like. And so this is a book company that I have. So I'm gonna say, hey, you have reached Start Thinking. You have reached, I'm going to say, the Start Thinking Rich. Hey, this is, let's go. Hey, this is Start Thinking Rich brand. How can I help you today? So something like that. And this is I would call it the quote unquote dumbed down version of the agent. You do notice that here there is an advanced settings. And when you click on that, on this part and the next part, you can really adjust how you want to really fine tune your AI agent based off your specification. So here in the advanced settings, this is like call limit. And then response speed, how quickly the agent replies during the call. I actually prefer faster, so I'm gonna click on fast. And we're gonna demonstrate this here at the end, so you'll get to see how this all actually sounds in real life, which is awesome. So we're gonna hit next, and we're actually almost close to finishing. This is how fast and amazing technology is today. So details to collect from the contact. This is amazing. Your AI agent is able to collect the name, email, and again, if they want address, also the contact's question, or they call it issue, and all that's going to get logged into the CRM. So the AI employee can also do things like trigger workflows when the call is completed. And this is a current active account where I have all these different workflows. Like let's say you after every call you wanted to add them to a community or add them to a group. It's a totally amazing of the things you can do. If you're really new to using Go High Level, a workflow is essentially an automation that you can create. So I have all different kinds of automations for my businesses. And the point of what I want to share with you for this class is teaching you that you can have an AI actually connect from the phone call and add them to an automation. So that's pretty amazing. So if you know that every this person interacted with your AI employee, then you could create an automation based off that. And then having an email notification when a call completes. So that's always nice. Like, so if a business owner is working and every single day there's like 7 calls that happen that go through the AI employee, then you can get notified for that, which is pretty nice. Then we have the advanced settings. And I think this is really where you want to spend a little bit of time customizing it for your niche. So by default, think of this as like the brain of how the AI employee should interact with your customers. And so if you leave this as is, it's going to be good, but you could make it better by making it more specific. Like if you're like in the dentist niche or a chiropractor, you could add different elements here and space this out. So for example, let's go through a couple things. Like first here, the background info. Right here, this default text, you are my agent. A dedicated customer support specialist, start thinking rich, focusing on assisting my clients. Your goal, gather contact info, and if Apple will use the appropriate tool when the caller's query matches a configured tool trigger. So I'm going to give a little more context to start thinking rich is a book, personal finance, financial education company ran by Adrian Brambilla and Dr. Brad Klontz, and includes courses, master classes, and communities. And I could add more, but for the sake of this lesson, I just want to show you where info is to add here. Your goals is the goal of the AI chatbot that you're stating, collect contact information, and then instructions for handling caller's queries. If the caller asks a question, check whether the question matches a tool's trigger condition. So these are where if you set up an automation, it can connect to that automation. And then if there's no specific trigger added, what happens next? And so this is where an AI will just connect them with a human after they collect their information, potentially set up a booking appointment or a call. And then these are general rules. So this is, again, I think really specific to like how would you customize it for your niche, your industry, or your audience. So I think the standard here templates are a really great framework, and it's just about seeing if it's good for yourself. So that's all pretty good. Now here's some of the actions that we can set up, and I recommend you do all of them. So call transfer. So this is a triggered action. Transfer to team. So this is like a real phone number that you can put in here and select, and then it can transfer to someone on your team. So we have a high ticket program, and if someone mentions that they have interest in high ticket program, I want them to connect to a salesperson. So this is where I would put this in here. I'm gonna say high ticket bootcamp, and then I'm gonna put that number in here. And then when should the call transfer take place? If the user is interested in the 6-week money makeover, millionaire money makeover, or one-on-one coaching, or mastermind. What to say before the transfer in the call. Let's go. Please wait while I transfer to someone on the official Start Thinking Rich team. And then we're going to place a number in here. So now we just created our very first trigger to transfer a call based off those prompts. Trigger a workflow. So this is now, as we shared in the previous step, where you can have a workflow triggered if someone has a request for something. So I'm going to create a workflow to get people registered for a webinar. So I'm going to call this webinar. I do have a webinar registration workflow. And then when to trigger when user, let's go. When user mentions interest in learning more through a webinar. I just added you to the next webinar. Please check your email for your registration information. And we hit save. This next section is the update contact field. So let's say you want your AI agent to collect lead data. So I'm actually going to mention email address, and so we want to update the email address on file. What to update the field? Update the user's email address. So I'm providing an example at gmail.com, and we hit save. And last, we have send SMS. So this is another amazing thing that the AI employee can do, is can send a follow-up text message to the user. So I'm going to encourage the AI employee to send a text message if someone is interested in my book, Start Thinking Rich. I'm going to call this book text. Here is a link to purchase the Start Thinking Rich book. I'm going to grab the link here really quickly. If the user wants to buy the book, Start Thinking Rich. I will send you a link so you can purchase the Start Thinking Rich book. Okay. And we just set up our fourth action. So these are the triggered actions that now our AI employee is ready to start and interact based off the conversation that it has. You can also add an AI trigger workflow if you want to go an extra step in knowing that certain amount of people have gone through this entire process. And then I think it's great to have an email notification to see how often your AI employee is working for you and grabbing those leads. So I want to get an email every time that AI employee is working. And here we are on our very last step, where you just have to connect a phone number. You can actually buy a phone number. They're incredibly cheap. Or you can go over to the left-hand side here and set up a phone number there. But super cheap. This is our Start Thinking Rich phone number, and we are just about good to go. You can set working hours, like between 9 to 5, whatever the business active. But I think this is the best part of AI, is that it can work 24/7. What if someone wants to call you because they just saw something on social media and they're scrolling at 11:30 p.m. and they can call and they can capture the lead or get the information that they want. So it's totally amazing. I'm going to leave that working 24/7 instead of setting a time, and I'm going to hit save. And now our AI voice employee is ready to go. You can give it a click, and we can now give it a test. And now it's time to set up the voice AI employee we just set up. Let's give it a go.
Hey, this is the Start Thinking Rich brand. How can I help you today?
I was wanting to get more information on the book.
Great choice. I'll send you the details about the book Start Thinking Rich right away. Just a moment. I will send you a link so you can purchase the Start Thinking Rich book. I've sent you a link to purchase the Start Thinking Rich book. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Yeah, can you tell me more information about the mastermind?
Please wait while I transfer you to someone on the official Start Thinking Rich team.
Amazing. Now I'm about to transfer. Oh, sorry. I'm actually making this video late at night, so I wanted to hang up. But that's amazing. That's the power of the voice AI employee working. I asked about the book. I actually got a text message about the book. It's right here. This is so cool. I don't know if you guys can see that, but here's a link to purchase the book. And then the call was transferred to the mastermind to my sales team, but it's like 9:30 right now, so really late. That's amazing. I'm so excited. Just like that, we have an AI voice employee that works amazing, and now you know how to set it up for yourself or for other businesses. So excited to walk through the next AI employee feature, which is Reviews AI, which is actually so quick to set up, but it's so powerful that you'll benefit, especially for small and local businesses. So once you get into your sub account here, you're going to go to reputations, and then on reputations, we're going to go over to settings, and then essentially, within a couple clicks, we're almost finished. So let's explain essentially what the Review AI does. First, I think the lay of the land of reviews in general, in case you don't know, reviews are one of the best ways to help convert prospective customers, especially if you're a local or service-based business. People will look you up, and based off your reviews will determine if someone wants to work with you. On top of that, there's an incredible SEO benefit. And one of the main factors in terms of engagement that you can do on your listings, like on Google reviews or Facebook reviews, is to simply respond. And it's crazy how many businesses don't take the time to respond, but it makes sense. That's another person on staff that has to constantly look at the reviews and respond to positive ones and negative ones. It could definitely be a full-time job, and that's why AI employee is there to take care of that. So the AI essentially would engage on whatever type of review that you get, understand what the context is, even if it's a problem or complaint, and then using artificial intelligence be able to respond appropriately. And this is essentially how you do that. So I'm going to show you a couple different routes you can take. First is the auto response. And so we can select here Google and Facebook. So you can set different parameters based off each different segmented review. If you want to have different segments on a 1-star or 5-star, which I recommend because they're completely different experiences, I'd recommend doing so. And then where you basically teach or have a little bit of insight in the intelligence is right here in this review response footer. So you can say something like, thank you so much for the amazing review. We look forward to seeing you again. That's super broad, but it makes sense. If someone's 5-star, you're probably going to say something like that. And so now they're using, the AI is using this as your base, and then we'll cater it better specific based off the custom review that person left. And you could do the exact same thing for the 1-star. Catering, I'm so sorry to hear what happened. Just making sure whatever those baselines are, that you can engage with. Now, some of you might be hesitant, or when you're talking, if you're doing this as a service for other business owners, might be hesitant to give up full keys to the AI. And so maybe you're one of those people like, well, what if I don't want the AI to respond, and especially if it's a 1-star? And again, I tend to believe I trust AI. It's already good enough to basically do all this. But if you wanted to basically just have it already come up with a prompt, and then your work or the person that's in charge of this is just a couple clicks away from submitting, you would just navigate here to suggestive, and that's it. So literally you just hit suggestive, hit save, and then what's going to happen is every time someone leaves a review, a suggestive review is going to be created, sent to you, you'll get the notification, and then you'll essentially approve or deny or customize it. So it's incredible, and honestly, that's it. a setup of a full AI employee, someone that's monitoring your reputation or your client's reputation for reviews, and it's responding to every single one in a custom fashion. And then you're basically setting the time parameters. So let's say you don't want to make it seem like it is a bot or AI. So you add a wait time of, let's say, 2 hours. And then now every 2 hours after review is responded, the AI is going to have your back and comment. So incredible. I'm going to save right here just so we go through the full motions. And after you hit save, you're pretty much good to go. So it's super crazy how easy this is. It's basically all built in to the software already. So there really isn't much. If again, your element, if you want to really dive in, is essentially adding more context specific to right here. But incredible. Now you have someone full-time AI employee navigating your reputation. Amazing. If you're familiar with ChatGPT, then this next section is not going to be like, oh my God, my mind is blown with AI and all the things it can do. However, in terms of having a one-stop shop with all of the AI capabilities, it makes sense that Content AI is here as well. So we're going to dive into how it's integrated in terms of a business or yourself in terms of creating social media and how it's super streamlined. So from your sub account, you're going to go click on marketing. Then on marketing, this is a social planner. And if you're doing this for the very first time, you're going to have to connect your social media accounts. And typically there's a very easy walkthrough. It's going to be right here on this page where you can just click and it'll work through step by step. And then once you've connected one, you can do something like this where it clicks on new post. And then let's say we were going to do a post on Facebook, for example, and I want to post about this AI training. And this is typically where a business or yourself is like trying to figure out what should I post. And this is a tool that kind of can schedule on Facebook or across all social media platforms that you connect. And now we have this amazing AI button. So this is what I want you to click. Generate with AI, content title. And so now we're going to basically create a AI brain of how our content should sound, look, and feel. So I'm going to say I have a new AI training that teaches how to create AI employees. Provide a brief content description. I want to let people know that the future is here with AI. AI is now so good it can take care of employees, marketing, and business roles like workflows and automation, and even this post, which was created by AI. You can add keywords, so I'm going to say AI, and let's do artificial intelligence. Writing tone, we're going to do casual because that's typically how I talk. And right here, you can set the number of variations. Length of content, I want to keep small. So we're going to hit generate. And so this is now integrating your workflow. And although ChatGPT is also amazing, there's other writing tools as well. It's so different from then, copying, pasting, going to ChatGPT, and then coming back here. This is all still on the same platform, which is amazing. So now you can kind of see what was created. Just launched a game changer AI training that will teach you how to craft your own AI workforce. Imagine AI handling marketing, biz ops, workflows, automation, even crafting posts like this. The future is now. So good. Say comment the word AI and I'll send you my training. That was the first one. That was amazing. Excited to share my new AI training. Learn how to craft your own AI employees. They're changing the game of marketing. Yeah, so good, so good. Hit continue. And then boom, just like that, it's now set up. And then you can create, again, if you wanted to create a video story post, and then you can save for later. After you've selected the text that you want to create, whether you use AI or not, you can then go into the section here where you add an image, and then you can literally click create image using AI. So again, describing the image, a futuristic dystopian office place where let's go where AI robots that look like humans are working, taking phone calls, and sitting at desks. The tone is positive and bright. And then different variations. Let's do 3. And let's see in terms of style. Let's do photo. And then we're going to hit generate. So we got a couple options in. Look at this. Ooh, that's sick. Let's do that one because it has a robot. I like it. And we'll hit continue. And now a full AI post has just been created. Game changer, super quick, super efficient, and incredible that it's all streamlined in one place with the other AI tools. This next AI employee we're setting up is one of those, oh my gosh, this is amazing, I can't believe this exists, type of magical power of AI called Conversations AI. And it is so incredible because when you think about having a specific niche 24/7 chatbot working for you that knows all your problems, knows all your opportunities, and able to even capture leads and make sales, this is it. So without further ado, let's dive into how to create it. We're going to go over here to the settings side. You go to Conversation AI V2, and we are going to create a Conversation AI bot. So they have a couple of templates here. If it's a general customer service type of bot, you put this on your website. It integrates with social media messages or text messages that you receive. There's totally different ones. So let's say we're going to do an appointment booking, which I think is super cool because if someone's messaging like through any type of a digital form, let's say you're in a business where you want to get people on the phone or get a call to a sales rep. I think this is super valuable. So we're going to hit continue. And then we're going to call this the STR, that's for Start Thinking Rich, bot. Supported communication channels. So you can have a different bot for each one. So let's just create one for Instagram, for example. A couple different options. If you're not ready to give the keys to AI, it can be suggestive just to see what it would say. But autopilot is when you're ready to go, and I think think that's what you have to do. I mean, AI is here. So a couple different settings in the autopilot mode. How often to wait before responding. If you want to make it feel more real, then it doesn't happen instantly, but every 2 minutes. That's great. Maximum message the bot can send in a conversation. And this is where things get a little crazy. So we're not creating a generic ChatGPT bot. We are creating a custom AI employee for your business. And I mean truly custom, because when you click on here, let's hit save and click on bot training. We're going to train our bot. So what's going to happen right now, I'm going to put in my personal brand website, and I'm going to actually have AI crawl my entire website, and it's going to get data of my entire business. And I have multiple brands and websites, but if you're working for clients, how amazing is this that you can just click this button, put in a URL, it's going to crawl literally every single page on this domain, and that's its knowledge base. So everything that's on your website, if you have all the blogs that you have, all the info sales pages, it can collect all that information, and then that is the brain that then when a customer is reaching out to you on Instagram or Facebook or a text message or whatever method, that knowledge base is applying. I actually realized I'm in the Start Thinking Rich sub account, so I just had it crawl my entire Start Thinking Rich website, and now it is trained. You see it has that check right there. How amazing this. And of course, you want to test your bot. So I just typed in, can I book a call about signing up for the 6-week boot camp? Absolutely, I'd be happy to help with that. What would be a good time for you? Does Friday around 2 p.m. work? Look at this. Great. Let me check on that with you. Friday 2 p.m. should work. Can I get your name and email? This is literally capturing a lead right now. Adrian Brambilla. Email is adrian@example.com. Thanks, Adrian. You're set for Friday at 2 p.m. You'll get a confirmation email soon. Anything else I can help with? Woo! Lead captured. And it's more than just captured on here. You don't have to copy and paste it. It gets integrated into the CRM, which is fantastic. On top of crawling different pages, you can also set up custom responses. So typically every business has their set of most frequently asked questions. You want to add them all in here. And then lastly, we have our bot goals. And this is where you can add more specifics to your business and set up the appointment booking. So you can integrate like Calendly or a different calendar system. Actually, High Level has its own that you can integrate. Which syncs on an automatic fashion. So if you just like Calendly, which is a very popular booking tool, you can say the set times you have available, and the AI can auto book appointments that show up right to your calendar. So it's super great. So these are the options to trigger workflows. If you have a workflow, like when someone confirms, you can have follow-up communication that's sent, transfer it to an employee, someone in sales. So pretty much incredible customizations here in terms of the prompts. And so if we wanted to basically edit this, and I recommend you do based off your niche, because this is now just the generic default settings. But you can really cater this to your industry and really put in the specifics of like, what are all the things on top of now that the bot has crawled all the right web pages, so it's learning and now it's trained on what you do. Is there anything else you'd like to include about the bot specifically? And after you make all those customizations, you're pretty much good to go. You just hit save and you just created another AI employee. This next AI employee tool is so powerful for businesses. 99% of businesses do not have workflows or automations, and they are the livelihood of any successful business. The power of automation, the power of understanding if someone does something, then what should we do? So it's based off triggers and actions. And workflows and automations is something that is complicated and typically someone that's a programmer sets up, but not anymore thanks to this tool. So from the screen on your landing page, you're going to click on automation. Once you're logged into your sub account, you're going to hit create workflow. And for sake of demonstration, we're going to hit select a recipe, just so you can see that there's a whole different bunch of recipes depending if you have an e-commerce company, if you want to create a recipe for when someone replies to a comment on Facebook, or when someone emails you. So you can see there's a bunch of stuff that's already built in. But let's say you're starting from scratch and you're looking at this workflow automation thing for the first time and you're like, oh my gosh, what's a trigger? I don't know how this works. How do I do this? Now in the bottom left-hand corner, all you have to do is click on this button and we have a workflow AI. And workflow AI can do two things. One, right now, the second is coming here soon. So the first is getting you the information step-by-step clearly on how to create the workflow automation that you want. So I'm going to give an example, right? Let's say when someone comments on an Instagram post that I make with the word AI, I want to create an automation that sends them a message that says, hey, are you interested in learning more about AI? Here's a website you can go to and has some free tips. So I'm going to just explain that exactly into the workflow AI bot. So let's go. I want to create a workflow automation based on when someone comments the word AI on any one of my Instagram posts. When they do, I want to send a follow-up message in their DMs stating this. I saw you commented on my post about AI. Do you want to learn more about it? If so, I made this free AI beginners resource here. How do I create this workflow? That's pretty much everything I want to create. And now Workflow AI is deciphering my prompt, and it should spit out a step-by-step tutorial on how to create this automation. So check it out. First step, set up a trigger. Use the trigger Instagram comments on a post. Configure to detect the comment containing the keyword AI. Pretty amazing. Add new trigger. Pretty amazing and simple. Step 2, action, which is something I need to create. Send DM. Use the action Instagram interactive message to send direct message. Craft your message. And this is the message I typed in. Configure the workflow. Ensure the trigger and action are correctly linked. Test it. Activate it. And voila, it's totally done. Now with that step-by-step, I can literally follow the instruction and then go through creating automations. And I don't need to be a nerdy programmer or go to college or school to learn how to do this. I can just follow step-by-step instruction with AI. So that's where it's at right now. And very, very soon, it will be able to actually create this whole entire thing without just from this section, more than just here's how to do it, but we did it. And so that's coming up really soon. But that's an incredible workflow. And even with the way the language is right now, to know how to do this is so amazing. It's now making it easier for normal non-techie people to do techie things like automations, which are incredibly powerful. This next AI employee feature, Funnels AI, is absolutely insane. And if you are a graphic designer or website builder, you might be challenged greatly with this tool because the innovations of AI is so fascinating that I think it's going to replace all of your jobs. But for the business owner and for pretty much the general marketer and the non-techie people, this is so incredible what you can do now. So you can build an entire funnel website, has content, matches your industry in seconds. Check it out. So once you're in your sub account, you're going to hit on sites. You're going to click on create new funnel, and then the magic begins. Funnel AI, create using AI within seconds. We're going to hit continue. Name a business. We're going to call this Start Thinking Rich, and the industry. We're going to click on financial planner. Hit next. I'm looking for a funnel for my financial planner, business to generate more leads. Content reel should be, let's go with inspirational. And we're going to hit generate. And with those few prompts, our AI website is on the way. Dang, would you look at that? It took about 20 seconds and voila. We have a fully built templated website catered to financial planning. And of course, we're going to want to customize this, make it our own, but this is like a website made in literally 20 seconds with pages, a menu, a schedule now button, a way to capture leads, different sections and images to replace with yourself. Even integrated a framework for adding testimonials, FAQs, and of course a footer with contact us. And that's just one example. And the library and database is essentially infinite. So whatever your industry, whatever your niche, it's there. And it can make you that framework of a website based off successful data in seconds. Fascinating. I can't believe AI employees here. You can see it, how all of these tools wrapped in one software is going to really radicalize the entire marketing online business where business have their website, and now it's baked in with AI employee technology. So it's so incredible, and this is just the beginning. I hope you enjoyed the AI employee training, but I want to let you know it's just the beginning. Whether you want to create AI employees for yourself or as a service for businesses, I have an amazing thank you bonus for watching this video. It's going to include some ready-made snapshots and templates that I use, which you can copy and paste for yourself to fast track your success. I seriously think this is the greatest opportunity of our lifetime.